Give me a hug later. That'd be cool. Okay.
Well, hello.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the CHGO Bulls podcast, presented to you by PointsBet. Don't forget that promo code CHGO when you sign up that PointsBet account to live your bet life. I'm Peck. You can follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Peck. Next to me is the GOAT, Will Gottlieb. He's on Twitter at Won't Gottlieb. Big Dave is at Bow, BAWL Sports. We are CHGO_Bulls. Y'all, we are here. We have arrived. We are at the All-City House.
Full effect.
Yeah, let's
a couple
have a
miles off the
discussion.
stretch, baby.
Can we just take a moment?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about what's going on right
This is
here.
everything.
Hold
Yeah,
up. Hold up.
Crack it.
Oh,
Okay.
There it is.
oh, the question is, spin
Let's
it.
go.
The question is, how many?
How many
What
beers
number?
is that?
Yeah, what number?
That is 3. Actually, like only 2.5 because I opened a shandy and then we went to go shoot hoops when he got here.
Oh, okay. Flex.
And I put it down for 5 minutes
Uh-huh.
and it was boiling hot. Y'all, it is 105 degrees out there. Us Chicago folk are not prepared to deal with this.
We complain. I feel like we complain about how hot it is in Chicago a lot, and then you come here.
You know what? I'm going a different way. It's not as hot as I thought it was going to be. And the issue is it's not humid.
It's the humidity.
That's what's the
It's
issue
the
is. It's
humidity.
the heat I can deal
We
with.
live in a swamp.
Exactly.
We live in a swamp.
Yes, I promise you that's the whole difference for me. So my fatness doesn't like this. I'm not a fan of what's going on, but it's not as bad.
But don't you worry. It's 105 today.
okay.
Tomorrow, 109. Saturday, 111. Sunday, 111. Monday, 113.
Oh, my blood pressure.
Tuesday, 114.
Oh, of course.
I want to go home.
No.
JK, I am stoked that we are here.
Yes.
We're here hanging out with the DNVR Nuggets crew, who have a show coming up after us on their network. We got the PHNX Suns crew in the house. We got Kale running the controls for us. Shout out to Kale.
The only Kale you like.
True. We made that discovery earlier today.
And quick shout out to Joey. We miss you, Joey.
We miss you, Joey.
We miss you. We love you. We wish you were here.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. So the Bulls play their first summer league game tomorrow.
They do.
Tomorrow afternoon, I believe, 1 o'clock local time,
We
3
kick things
p.m.
off.
Chicago time.
Of course we do.
They're the first game tomorrow?
First game tomorrow.
Heck yeah. So we have talked a little bit so far in previous shows this week about what we're expecting to see. I'm just curious. I'm going to ask this to both of you guys.
Okay.
Who's going to lead this team in scoring in these summer league games? Is it going to be Dalen Terry? Is it going to be Marco? Is it going to be a dark horse like Malcolm Hill is on this team? Yeah. Ethan Thompson, who played a fair amount of Windy City, is on this team.
That's true. I'm gonna say Marco is gonna be the one to do it because Marco will be the one that
Big muscle Marco.
Yeah, big muscle Marco. Excuse me.
Thank you.
But he's the one that people will enjoy feeding. You know what I mean? Like one of his main things he likes to do is the pick and roll. Set the pick, go to the bucket, and try to score. And when he goes, he gets fouled all the time. So he'll make it to the free throw line. He'll have opportunity to put those points on the board. And I feel like he kind of got something to prove a little bit. Because we saw in his rookie season in the Summer League last year, he's not afraid to shoot the basketball.
Yeah.
He's going to put it up. So now that he's got a year under his belt and some size on him, I expect the same thing, but I expect some of those shots to actually go into the basket.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be a thing. That would be an awesome thing. So yeah.
I like that take, and I hope you're right.
Thank you.
Because at practice the other day, they were talking about running a lot of offense through him.
Okay.
And so if we're talking about running pick and rolls through Simonovic, get him some balls on the block.
Yes,
Let him go to
please.
work in the post. Let's see if those muscles are legit.
Real. Yes.
And see what he can do, like creating in short roll. I think whether he's scoring a lot or not, he's going to have a ton of usage. And so I'm excited to see that. I think the ball will, for the most part, go through Dalen Terry, but I don't really see him as somebody who's going to take a lot of shots.
Yeah.
So I could see Malcolm Hill as one of the G League guys, one of the two-way players, getting a lot of shots up. And I hope Justin Lewis gets a lot of shots up.
Yes.
He definitely likes to take them, but like he's got a chance to make a little bit of a statement here. So I'm looking out for those two wings.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little bit mad at Malcolm Hill.
What? Oh God! Let it go, man.
If you recall, I can't remember
hangs
who
on
our
to
opponent
anger.
was.
Can't
but
let it go.
It was
Listen to the story.
It was towards the end of the regular season, and the Bulls were falling apart left and right. And they were just losing to quality opponents every night. And so I was like, what's the spread? Oh, it's like 7.5. Easy. Hammered whoever they were playing to cover 7.5. And then the Bulls are down 20 plus the whole night. Garbage time. Billy Donovan sends in the scrubs. And Malcolm Hill hit 3 threes in about 17 seconds and ruined the cover on that bet. And I'm still mad. I mean, good for you for knocking down your shots, but I'm still a little bit bitter about that.
Dude,
That's like me with Sean Kilpatrick.
Is it?
Yes.
Sean Kill draft pick.
Dude, from that moment, anytime Malcolm Hill did anything,
Dead to me.
He was
Dead to me,
upset. He was
Dave.
angry.
You're allowed to hold on to that one.
What?
Thank
He is?
you.
Just until summer league's over, then you have to let go.
He's got to
see.
carry it
Next
through
year.
summer
We'll
league.
see. I think that I'm allowed to hold on to any of them and all of them that I want. I got a lot of grudges.
It's true.
Will.
You do.
The other
You do.
two players I'm interested in here, Sindarius Thornwell, who somebody reached out to me on Twitter and told me that he was playing for Ulm in Germany
Okay.
this past season. Guess what other old friend of ours was playing on that same team?
Paul
Paul
Zipser?
Zipser.
No, but good guess. Our boy Cristiano Felicio.
No
Isn't
way!
that crazy?
Someone paid him to put on a basketball jersey.
It happened. And then
Someone other than Gar Forman paid him to put on a basketball jersey.
One in the States. Definitely one in the
Although
NBA.
he was at game 2 of Bulls Bucks. He was their good luck
Dude,
charm.
he was at so many games. He was at
still
so
showing
many
up.
games. He's
they
still showing up.
gave him his chance.
They did. And he's never going to leave.
And
them.
his bag.
Yes. And his back. Guaranteed. He'll never forget it.
So, minor sidetrack. Will, tell us why you are excited to watch him play in these summer league games.
Who?
The
Thornwell?
one, yeah,
Yes.
I mean, he's just another bucket guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna get shots up. He's a little bit older. I mean, he's had chances in the league. I'm gonna look up how old he is here. But yeah, he's just another one of those bucket getters. So if we're talking about who's gonna lead the league or lead the team in scoring,
He's going to be the one.
he could be up there.
Yeah, and I like what you said, you guys. I think we're all in agreement here on Dalen Terry. I don't expect it to be him because of the way he's going to be the guy handling the ball and he passes the ball. Like that's his strength is getting the other teammates the bucket, and he continually said that. He didn't say he liked scoring. He said no, I like getting other guys involved and doing it like that. So I am just completely interested in watching him do that.
One thing on that, so you're totally right, and this is what he said on draft night. It was like, why don't you score the ball more? He's like, because I like to pass. I like to get guys baskets, and that's what my team needed from me. I think one of the questions that I had about him and that a lot of other people evaluating draft talent had about him was like, well, whether or not he can score, he needs to be able to put pressure on the rim and get to the basket. And so that's going to be, I mean, we talked about it yesterday, like just have some temper your expectations as far as how many points he's going to get. But what I want to see is like, can he beat people off the dribble and get to the rim and collapse the defense that way?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man, because his ball handling isn't the greatest. You know what I mean? But the fact that they still had that confidence in him already to actually run the team says a lot. You know what I mean? Maybe they're seeing something in these practices, and they're like, yeah, you can do it. And, maybe he'll get better at it, as it goes on. But the fact they can put that in him says a lot, honestly, about how good he is at distributing the basketball.
A couple of comments here from the Bulls Nation. Somebody saying we need Beefcake Marco at Vegas Day Club. Well,
Yo, son.
a specific Vegas Day Club, or are you referring to our digs here as Vegas Day Club? We should see if we can get Marco over here.
Marco,
Yeah,
if you're
come through, Marco,
watching,
man. Yeah, come through, man.
His English has gotten a lot better. Did you notice that when he did media availability after their last practice?
and he was like eager to show that. Like,
Yeah.
he was excited to talk and tell us about his working out and how far his game has come. So
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited to watch Marco. He dominated in the G League.
He did.
I mean, he averaged like 17 and 10 and like three or four assists. That's not nothing.
No, it's not. Not
Although,
at all.
that 3-point percentage.
27. Gotta get that
bump
up.
that up, Marco.
Get that up out of there, man. What's the thing you're looking forward to seeing more on Marco, though? Like, what part of his game are you looking to see more so?
I mean, well, I know everybody's talking about it, but how much that 215 to 240 transformation is actually going to help his game.
Yeah.
Because it was clear even when he was getting thrown into garbage time mop-up minutes
Simone
in his
Biles.
few like actual appearances in the NBA last season, he got thrown around like a freaking rag doll.
Yeah, he did.
Like his physicality was just gone compared to all of the bigs that he needs to deal with. So that's it for me. Obviously, it would be great to also see him knock down some shots around the perimeter because we're all concerned about that percentage he shot for Windy City this past season. But he's got to show that he can handle the physicality of the NBA game.
Yeah, that's exact. I want to see the shooting around the perimeter. That's what I want to see. I want to see the 3-point shooting because I know he's confident in shooting it. He doesn't mind taking the shot at all like that, but it's got to go in. Like, that's nice. You're confident. That's step one in the process. The step two is to actually hit it and let it go in. So I'm interested to see, has he been working on that aspect along with him putting on this massive weight and then he's becoming Beefcake Marco and whatever you call it. Like, these names are getting out of control for this man, right? Swole Love Sabotovich. I just made that up. But yeah, I'm interested to see his shooting. You know what I mean? Because I think that's what's going to separate him from, just being okay to being good. You know what I'm saying? So if that 3-point shot is hitting along with the muscle that he's put on and going inside, he could be something. I'm not getting ahead of myself. Again, it's Summer League, but I'm just saying it could be something.
It's the things that you want to see, not necessarily like how the production level when he's doing it. Correct. So one of the things that he said at practice yesterday or whenever it was how much he works with Vooch and how much he looks up to him and, thinks of him as his big brother and his mentor. And I think that's exactly the style of play that the Bulls want to get out of Marco, is a big man who can shoot on pick and pops, who can post up and get some buckets, and who can play make in short roll. So I think those are the three things that he needs to learn how to do at a high enough level. I know they've been working on him a lot in the short roll part. I think the weight will help with the post ups, and his shot is kind of funky. There's a hitch in it. His hand placement is kind of messed up. We'll see. I mean, that's probably why he was shooting sub 30% on threes last year, but that's going to be a big key to his game. Like, he needs to be able to operate from those three levels if he wants to be productive, because there's a kind of a logjam at the 5 on this team. True if he's able to dominate in these couple summer league games and show that he can do all those things, like, he can give himself a chance.
True.
It's funny you say there's a logjam at the 5, and like in some ways you're right.
Well, yeah, I should clarify.
Beyond Vooch, it's like we've got a lot of subpar options of
you have a lot of
fighting it out for our backup 5. Is it Tony Bradley?
No.
Is it the newcomer Andre Drummond?
Yes.
Is it Derek Jones Jr. playing small?
Yes.
Is it Marco? None. I like precisely 0 of those options.
The reason why there are 5 guys doing that is because none of them can actually do it.
Right.
You gotta throw something at the wall and see what sticks.
Well, and at least it's a hard turn away from what used to be the Bulls shtick, which was we have 5 point guards on our roster, but in reality we have no point guards on our roster.
Right.
Which one of these terrible options at point guard you want to run with tonight? Let's spin a fucking wheel and see what happens.
Come back, Matt. Vegas, Matt.
It's just
Vegas, Matt. Come on back. It's a summer league, bro. Relax. It's summer league, dog. We talking about backup centers and it sets you off. Backup centers. It's all right.
I can't be nobody but myself, Dave.
You gotta be who you are. You're right. You gotta be who you are.
Dupes in the comments saying, real talk, if Marco ends up being a viable second or third stringer, we have to talk about Acme's hit rate. I assume you mean, hit rate in the draft. Are you saying, Dupes, that you think that if he's a viable second or third string option as a backup 5 and they hit on that as a fairly unknown prospect and second rounder, that is credit to them and calling that a hit on their hit rate? I don't know. I think it's a generous hit.
But if he's good, it's a hit though, because of where he was drafted at and the fact nobody was looking at him. So it's definitely a hit if he becomes good.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm interested in seeing. That's why I'm so interested in seeing him more so than I am anybody else. And I definitely want to look at Dalen Terry for sure. But Marco is the one, because him being good answers a lot of questions and gets rid of a lot of that baggage that the Bulls have to carry right now. Because like you said, everybody can't do everybody does one thing well instead of doing all things well. So he answers a lot of questions if he becomes that guy. So he's definitely who the focus is on. And I'm sure this is his last summer league. Like, I don't think he's playing 3 summer leagues in a row. And if he does, we got an issue. You know what I'm saying? We got a real problem. So It's gonna be interesting.
He might.
Yeah, he might. Oh, you're right. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. If he's just out there to get run or something, okay. But if he's out there like, yeah, I still need to figure out how to shoot. In year 3,
it's always interesting to see who gets on these summer league rosters. We were just talking before we started. The Pistons are playing Cade Cunningham,
right,
Wild.
Sadiq Bey,
Right.
Isaiah Stewart alongside Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren.
They want the championship.
They really want that banner.
They want that
They're
title.
gonna
man.
want that
They want that title. Yes, they do.
2003 NBA champs and 2022 NBA Summer League
Don't sleep.
champs.
We did that. Shout out Bobby Portis.
We were discussing before you arrived about how all of the NBA playoff awards now have new names.
Yeah.
You know, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson for
Right.
the conference finals MVPs,
Right.
and then naming the East and West championship trophies. Do they name? Is someone going to claim the name of the Summer League championship trophy?
Oh, the Denzel
Like-
Valentine. It has to be the Denzel
There's-
Valentine.
No way you're allowed to go straight there.
But
There's no way.
when
that's
you think of Summer League championship, who else pops in your
mean,
head? Seriously, who else?
He was a goddamn legend.
He was
in that Summer League run.
bro. He was the man.
Holy shnikes.
he was the man.
We should ask the Phoenix and Denver guys if they would agree with that.
Oh,
or
yeah.
we're just completely.
What up, man? Hey, dude.
Who do you,
man.
who
I
do you
can't wait
think
to
of
hug.
when you
There's so
think
many
of
people I
Summer
gotta
League?
hug, bro.
I promise you, it's not Denzel Valentine.
I mean, those shots he hit in that championship game,
Dude, cold-blooded.
bonkers.
Cold-blooded. Remember he was talking to his people on the sideline like, I do this.
He's-
This is me. I'm
and
the
like-
man.
And the last shot, we were going to talk about this anyway, favorite Summer League moments.
Okay.
The Denzel complete lack of athleticism, right? Even coming out of college, where he had to pump fake and pivot foot like 4 different times. You remember that?
Yes, I
And
do.
then just took the most wildly impossible,
Turn around.
tough turnaround step back
Yeah.
jumper
Yeah.
that had no business going in.
And it did.
And it did.
And he let everybody know, as he should. From that moment when they won that title, I said, yeah, this team ain't gonna be good. You knew it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like when you win that Summer League and you do that after you win, you know, like it's the real championship. They were I'm like, this team is gonna be having problems this season. And that is definitely what happened and what occurred. And Matt's favorite player, Denzel Valentine.
Oh my God.
Yes, call it the Denzel. Call it the Denzel. There's nobody you think of other than Denzel Valentine in the Summer League.
It's true.
Call it the Denzel.
And guess what? That was the apex of his basketball career.
It's true.
Nothing but
No, it's
downhill
true.
since then.
No, it's true. It's true. It is.
Remember that season
Put
where
some
they were like,
respect on the play where he ran into Zach LaVine
oh my God.
with an opportunity to win the game.
Well, he did have a good game when I was doing a show with Matt and Fred, and that was funny because
It was the
Fred
win against the
loves
Clippers.
Denzel
Denzel
guy.
against the Clippers,
Yep.
and he won the game. So I had to sit there, and Matt had to watch Fred praise Denzel Valentine.
Well, the thing
and you're
about
watching steam fly out of Matt's head. It is the funniest thing ever,
the
bro.
thing about Denzel and that team on the whole is that it was the ultimate irrational confidence team.
Oh,
It was
God,
everybody just had Deion Waiter syndrome.
Yeah.
Was just jacking up threes. Bobby Portis averaged
Bobby
like 17
Portis
a
in his
game.
second
Yes.
Summer
Felicio
League.
was on that team.
Yep.
And that was like
And
before
didn't you say Dinwiddie was on that team?
Dinwiddie was
too?
on that team. Jerry
He
and
was
Grant.
on that team. He sure was on that team.
Jerry and Grant. It was just
Ugh.
like built. They were built to win. They were
Yeah.
built to win.
They were built
Truly-
to win. That's
truly
right.
built to win.
That's right.
They
man.
were built to win
That's
Summer
right.
League.
Daddy Fish and Eric Christian also tossing in Lonzo Ball as a great nominee for GOAT
was-
of Summer League.
That's that's the person that I was going to use
Yeah.
next, because he's the other person I think about in Summer League, because he made a pass I still haven't seen in any form of basketball. I've never seen anybody throw an alley-oop from the inbounds all the way down to the other court. I've never
Yeah.
seen that before. I've seen guys get to half court and do it. I've never seen him throw it from the other team's basket
Right.
and then throw an alley-oop from there. And I was like, what? You know what I mean? Like, I'd never seen that in my life. That was phenomenal and unbelievable. And
Because making a full court pass that's like on target and lay-in is
Right.
one thing, but to actually get the
A
accuracy of an
alley-oop?
alley-oop,
insane, bro.
other
Insane.
level.
Insane. He's
Wait,
special.
so if it was Summer League Zoe, is that when his shot still looked like that?
Yes. Yes, it
There's
did.
like,
Thank God for Fred
oh
Vinson.
my
Yeah,
God,
shout out
dude.
Fred Vincent. And he was cooking that Summer League, man. Like, of course, it was Lakers fans, so everybody was going insane, you know, watching Zoe and how he was playing. And of course, his dad, your favorite person, was going insane. Like, it was crazy, man. It was a heck of a time. It was Lonzo time, Lonzo hours.
I've heard that he's never lost.
It's been said.
Yeah,
It's been
it has
said.
been said.
It's been said.
the ancient lore
The ancient lore, it's been
It's-
prophesized.
that he has never lost.
Never lost. It ain't happened, damn it. Never lost.
Oh.
It ain't going down.
We got to get LeVar on the show at some point.
Oh,
Speaking
It's my
of never
Be the
lost,
dream.
you know what I've never lost at?
what's that, man?
Enjoying myself while using the PointsBet app.
Oh, he
Even
does
when
it
I
so
don't
well.
win.
Segway Pex.
I
Segway
win.
pack in full effect.
Mentioned it at the top of the show. Today's episode brought to you guys by that PointsBet app. And the best way to support us and what we do here at CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use promo code CHGO when you sign up. If you do that right now, you're going to get two risk-free bets up to $2,000. But that's not it. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you will also receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our amazing exclusive web content, including the Summer League primer column that this guy just dropped for y'all this morning at allchgo.com. You'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker, including some #new merch that just recently dropped.
Oh,
I can't wait for my Skyline one to come.
yeah, that Southside bias one is nice.
Mm.
That is nice.
PointsBet's your home for live in-play betting, which just got even better. If you see an edge in the game you're watching, is your favorite team priming for a comeback, don't just watch the game, bet along with it live. More live betting, more live markets, faster live cash outs. That's the part where you get your money. That's my favorite part. Follow along with your bets the moment they hit. Stay live in the action all game long. So what are you waiting for? It's time to elevate your live betting game. Once the game starts, don't just bet. Will the thrill. Tell them what to do.
Oh, we are going to be living our bet lives here.
Oh,
Las Vegas.
live your bet life Las Vegas
We will
edition.
be living our bets.
Hear him.
Pew, 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 pew. I'm ready, man.
I see it. Something's telling me
I'm
this
wearing
is
a
true.
bathing suit right now.
You are, man.
Pool's right out there.
Oh, man.
It's real nice.
Well, I know one thing he's going to need that morning. He's going to need to recuperate and rejuvenate.
Oh.
And one thing that's going to help him do that is that athletic greens, baby. You got to have it. You got to have those 75 high quality vitamins, those minerals, those whole food source superfoods, those probiotics, and of course, oh my God, of course, the adaptogens. Oh, in your face
It's the
with
best
it.
part. The
It's the one.
adaptogens.
It's the special blend of ingredients that supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, your recovery, your focus, and your aging. And it don't cost you Nathan, all right? Less than $3 a day, and you're investing in your health. It's cheaper than that cold brew habit, all right? It's cheaper than getting yourself all those different supplements. It's cheaper than doing that, y'all. You're investing in that all-in-one nutritional insurance. But no, don't just take this word right here. No, don't just take the word of that man over there. This man, Thrillennium. This is who you take the word of because he loves the athletic greens. Will, tell him about it, please.
I messed up. And
What'd
I
you do?
forgot to bring athletic greens to Vegas.
No!
You know I'm
Epic
already
fail.
going to be in need.
Yes, you are.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
Because he didn't have.
Do they sell it over the counter somewhere? Can I get this at like Walgreens?
We're going to have to find out.
We're going to have to find out.
Because he's got to have it, man. He loves his
To be fair, I was not going
athletic
to bring a
greens.
giant package full of athletic greens for a 5-day trip, but
That's fair.
I probably should have.
You probably should have, man. A
Probably should
container.
have. I was
or
definitely
something.
out of the travel packs from.
Oh, man. You should have hollered at me, man. I would have had you back. I would have got you, man. You got to get your athletic
and I know
greens.
that too.
Yeah.
You've always got me.
My man. This
All
is
right.
my guy right here.
Hey, I led that whole thing by saying I messed up.
Yeah, it's true.
But you guys won't mess up. I promise you that because we're going to make it easy for you to get this. You just go to athleticgreens.com/CHGO Bulls, athleticgreens.com/CHGO Bulls. And guess what you'll get? You'll get a free 1-year supply of that immune supported vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Dang it! Take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. Because it's Athletic Greens. You scoop it, you dump it, you shake it, you drink it, you feel it.
And I am gonna not.
I made
be
that up, by
feeling
the
it.
way. You like that? You like this one? Yeah, you like that. Kale like it? Kale say, yeah, it's cool.
Oh.
It'll work.
And
All right, yeah.
one more shout out to Joey. I forgot that we had greens on the schedule today. I should have told Kale about the scoop it, dump it, shake
yes.
it, drink it, feel it graphic that Joey made.
He did make
for
a
every
graphic.
athletic greens read.
Yes.
We'll have it for next time. Shout out to Michael in the comments who just typed, "Oh no, Valentine, no." And as I read it, I read it and immediately knew what it was and read it in Adam Amin's voice because I'm guaranteeing you that is a reference to that late game scenario 2 seasons ago.
No.
When the Bulls were like, they had fought back against the Heat and they were down by 4 with like 54 seconds to go.
Oh,
there was so much time on the clock. Denzel just casual dribbles the ball up, takes a goddamn 40-footer that misses everything.
Against the Heat?
Against the Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
We should put together a reel of the
And
all-time
on the
Denzel
broadcast, Adam Amin and Stacey King, shout out to our guys, both just said, no!
And you watch Kobe in the corner when he takes the shot, just put his hand and do like this. Like, what are you doing, dog? That is, oh my God. It was such a terrible shot. But it was so Denzel of him.
It was the most Denzel
It was one
moment
of the
of all
most
time.
And
Denzel
somehow,
thing.
in spite of all this, we never ended up with the first pick.
That's why
Ow.
we're dealing with this foolishness. We got it, y'all. But this team is better now. They're better now, man. No more Denzel worries. So
This
we don't have
team
to
drank their
discuss that
athletic
anymore.
greens.
They got down on their 75 high-quality vitamins. Damn it.
Are you sure?
They did it. Oh, I promise you.
Does Lonzo's knee have enough athletic greens in it right now?
He's doing it right now. That's what he's doing. Him
Hope
and Zach
so.
Levine.
They should just
athletic
inject
greening
that
it out.
straight into his knee. I think.
Athletic greening it out. Patrick Williams, you know he on it.
Yeah. Who needs a knee scope? Just throw some athletic greens in there. Mix it up with the cartilage.
Rub it on there. Yeah.
See what happens.
Rub some greens on it. You know what I mean? It do it right there. Do the trick. Rub some greens on it.
Shout out to Matt in the comments who said, I wish I remembered my family's birthdays as well as Matt remembers Denzel missing from years ago.
That man doesn't let go, bro.
Okay, in my defense, that was only 2 years ago.
That's
That
not
was in
a
the
defense.
not too distant past.
It's not a
The
defense.
PTSD is still lingering.
That's not a defense. It wouldn't matter. It's Denzel. You're going to remember these things.
Also,
Like I remember Felicio things. Same way.
I feel like that's the other Matt problem because while I do have that categorized in my brain, I also am capable of remembering my family members' birthdays.
Well, with Denzel, it's like when there's like
That's a flex.
a noise in the background, and once you hear it, and it just keeps going, you can't stop hearing it,
yeah.
even if
yeah.
it was kind of quiet.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with Denzel. Once
Yeah,
you just see it, then you just can't stop.
And the
It's true.
faces he would make
Oh, man.
if he was on the floor and rarely doing something good, but even more so when he was on the bench.
Yeah.
And, credit to him for being a great teammate / cheerleader. Out of control.
He was, man. And I don't give him credit for that because no, seriously, there were times when he would not be paying attention to what's going on the floor.
Yeah.
Because he's doing other stuff on the sideline, man. Like, just a bunch of bad things. But I don't even know how this became the Denzel
Yeah, seriously,
Valentine
how are we
house.
just-
It's because we're talking about Summer League legends,
Okay,
Dave.
yeah, okay, fair enough. But there are other
Can we
ones.
do one
Can I
more
talk about
Summer
Derrick
League?
Rose
Yeah.
this time here? That was
One
an
second, I
amazing
got another
Summer
bad one first.
League. Oh, God. All right.
I think my first year at Summer League, probably like 2017 or 2018, I was watching a Bulls game, and it was in the smaller gym. So at Summer League, it's in the UNLV campus, and there's a big gym, Thomas and Mack, and that's where like the more primetime games are.
Yeah.
And then there's a smaller gym, which is kind of like a high school gym, and the Bulls were playing in there, obviously. And it was a year where Cameron Payne was on the team.
Oh,
Yeah, oh,
And
no.
I'm sure you've seen the clip, but I was just sitting like right in front of the free throw line when he just came across trying to get the ball out of bounds. And they were like, the defensive team was like full court pressing, and he was just trying to get free,
I remember.
and he just fell on his face.
I remember. It was a classic.
And I was just like right in front of him. And I just knew I couldn't. I'm glad you guys are having a good time with campaign, but
so
he said, "Are we though?"
So earlier this afternoon, our guy Adam from DNVR Nuggets posed that question to the Suns crew of like, how do you rank credit? Who gets the most credit for this crazy turnaround of the Phoenix Suns in these past 2 seasons?
Right.
Getting the 1 seed, making the finals, and it was of course like, okay, how much credit does Booker get? How much credit does Monty Williams get? And then just like the smart ass that I am from over on the other side of the room, I was like, you can't rule out campaign. Can't forget campaign.
You got to say that name.
Absolute
of
legend.
Campaign, sir, when that's going down out there, man. What's happening? Hey, man.
Oh,
Nobody in
as
life
the
has
Suns
ever
guys walk
said
in.
that.
conveniently,
Nobody. What's up?
conveniently,
has ever
we're
said
done.
that.
We're done talking about campaign for the day.
I mean, talk about coach of the year. Monty Williams figured out a way to make campaign a not completely useless
Dude,
human body on a
what did I
basketball
tell
court.
you all the time? I said Monty Williams is coach of the millennium for what he did with Cameron Payne. We thought he couldn't play basketball. We was like, dude, this is too hard for you, man. How about being a salesman? We thought it was tough for him to play ball, and he just said, no.
That quote got leaked by multiple sources on the beat of someone within the Bulls organization saying it took us 2 practices to figure out the campaign cannot play basketball.
Yes.
And we knew after the first one.
We knew after the first one, but wanted to make sure it wasn't a goof. And so we gave him a second one, and then he was even worse in the second practice.
And then we kept him. Then we signed him.
Point guard of the future, Dave.
Oh my
Point
God.
guard of the future.
But he worked out wonderfully on Phoenix, man. Like I don't know how, but Monty Williams is a damn genius.
When
like,
Chris
that's all I
Paul
know.
missed that stretch of games when he went down,
right?
And all of a sudden it was like, wait, hold on, timeout. Campaign is averaging like 9.5, 10 assists over the last dozen
He was
games.
awesome in their
was.
finals.
How is that
run.
possible?
He was
awesome.
He was really awesome.
I don't know how. I still can't figure out how he shoots towards the rim if his feet are. oriented
how does that
this
Feet
way.
are pointed towards the popcorn guy in the stands.
And it's still going in. Shout out Monty Williams. Shout out Chris Paul. They did wonders for that young man's career. Because if he ever leaves there, I think he's gonna go back to who we know.
Yeah.
I don't think he should ever leave Phoenix. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, not you. I'm talking over here. I'm sorry. I apologize. But man, shout out to him. Seriously.
Just
shout out
imagine
to
what
him.
they would do with Kobe.
Oh my goodness.
Why would you say these things?
We're gonna have a conversation about a DeAndre Ayton to the Bulls trade at some point.
Yeah.
and that's why I
Dude,
say
they're
that.
already just
All right.
talking about like, all right, well, it's going to be KD's coming to Phoenix, and Aiden has to be involved in that trade somehow.
Yeah, he has to be.
That's a done deal, apparently.
Oh, it's done? It's
Yeah.
done, so? Okay.
Yeah.
So Ayton and Mikal Bridges then.
Depending who you ask, but yeah, it's done so.
It has to be both of them at least. And a bunch of picks that have to be going too as well. All right.
It was foolish. I let myself get excited about KD maybe for like 10 minutes.
That's a long
like the
time.
first tweet from Shams that was like he's requested
I'm
a
still
trade.
excited about KD. It's happening.
and then you saw that haul that Utah got for Gobert, and you're like, oh my God, Kevin Durant is going to be like twice that.
Dude, seriously, man, it's going to get ridiculous. But then it's going to be the question of are the Nets desperate then at that point? You know, because KD has requested the trade. Obviously, he don't want to be there anymore. So are they like, forget that, we're still going to go into the season with you and try to find a trade that way? Or are they like, no, we're trying to get you off as soon as possible?
Well, the other thing is that he's made a request to a specific team, and whether they, honor that and send him to the Suns, then the Suns have a ton of leverage, and they can be like, "Well, KD wants to come here anyway. We're not going to give you that much."
Right. True indeed.
So,
True indeed.
And the other
it could
team
go a lot of different
that
ways.
he did definitively request was Miami, and Miami cannot make that
there's
deal
no way
happen.
that's
Like they
happening.
don't
They
have
can't.
any feasible way, even with the crazy magic fairy dust that Pat Riley has hanging around his office.
He's got plenty of that, bro.
Fucking bastard.
I still believe it though. Like I still think that he will find some kind of way. Because every time I count him out, Pat Riley finds a way every time, man, to get whoever he
Ever
wants.
since the summer of 2010.
Yeah.
Never again will
Never
I count
again.
out Pat Riley for anything.
That's a fact. That is a fact
He's
right
a
there.
sneaky old bastard, Will. You don't look at me like, oh, where's all this Pat Riley?
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's be interesting. But the fact that the Bulls are even in the running, I'm excited about. It's not going to happen, but I'm just like the fact that our name is actually being mentioned on stuff like this because it wasn't a thing.
No.
Like we weren't being mentioned of anything. You know what I'm
They
saying?
had
When
the
it came
third
to
best
stars.
odds for a while on
I'll
points
take
I think
bet.
they're. What are they down to now?
I think maybe fourth or fifth now.
Fourth.
See,
the
I'm
last I
saying there's
checked.
still a chance.
Still a shot.
chance.
Still a shot.
If we've learned anything from the draft, it's that the odds on points bet matter
They do.
when it comes to these things.
That
He's
they
right.
do.
He's right.
Shout out to Phil Connors in the comments who said, I love that he has a typo here because he's saying re-sign Denzel in a sign and trade for Kevin Durant. And, funny joke. Yeah, we can include Denzel in a sign and trade for KD. But he didn't include the hyphen. So it looks like it says resign Denzel. And that is what I prefer to read it as.
How many times did you listen to his album? Is my question.
Just the one time.
Just the one.
Right
Okay.
before I saw
I didn't
you
even
where
get
we were
through the
about
whole
to do a
thing.
pod. And I
Yeah.
was like, that is 40 minutes of my life that I can never get back.
Hey man, it was
I'll
what
be
you
stacking
think it was.
paper cuts. Paper cuts.
Is he
paper
still
cuts.
in the league?
Sloppy like Joe.
No, I think he took
Bar
an
of
assistant
the
job
year.
on his brother's coaching staff at Loyola.
His brother's a great coach, man.
Sure.
His brother's
Ramble
a really
on.
good coach. Yeah, and with Loyola, he's a
Where,
solid coach.
maybe he's the equipment manager.
Denzel.
Yeah.
No, I think
Nah.
this says he's playing with the main Celtics of the G League.
That sounds about right.
So
That sounds about
Wait,
right.
We went to a Windy City Bulls game,
And he was there.
and he was there
He was.
in street clothes, not playing because he was hurt.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Because duh.
And Marco went off that game too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 22 and 15.
He did.
And Dotson had a great, I think he had a triple-double that game.
Mhm.
Like 15 rebounds or something like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got some breaking news here.
Oh,
Breaking
here we
news.
go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here
Breaking
we go.
news.
Breaking news.
Don't-
Break it.
The Bulls have officially re-signed Zach LaVine.
Hey! And that's how they look at that. Look at that. You fell for it. See, we know this.
Well-
Will showed us this already. We know how it goes.
It's
man.
breaking news, man. It's breaking news.
It is.
It's news, and it just broke, so it's
See?
breaking
And
news.
it wasn't
He's a
officially
sly one.
official. Now it's officially official.
It's officially official.
Name has been signed. But
That
we
means
were
he's
skeptical
not going to be
because
signed and traded.
when we were wrapping up one of our free agency episodes at the tail end last week, you were like, "Oh, guys, we got a
Oh,
big
my
trade."
God. That's when we
were like
learned.
58 minutes in. He's like, "We got a big trade."
Big trade.
We were like, "Oh my god!" And he was like, "Kevin Herter," and we were like, "Man, get the fuck out of here!"
He said, but it isn't
I
big.
like trades. Sue me.
It has to be astronomical. I've learned that big does not mean the same thing as we
All I
think
said
it
was
does,
there was
Will
breaking
says.
news.
No, but you got everybody excited. Everybody
There was news.
excited, man. But that is exciting for me.
It's
Honestly,
exciting
it
for
is.
me.
It's exciting.
I like
for
to
me.
see the press release.
Yeah.
Somewhere towards the end of this weekend, there's going to be a boy who cried wolf situation where Katie gets traded in some massive haul, and Will's like, everyone else is ignoring their phones. Like, guys, for real, it's big news. Watch my. Everyone's like, yeah, sure will.
He's like, no, give my computer. I've got to type it out. Yeah, whatever. We're not doing
Or
that.
I'm just
We're
not
going
going to tell you, and I'm going to know first for 20 minutes.
Damn. Cold
Or I'll
blooded.
be like, Katie just got traded.
Cold blooded.
That is the level of pettiness that I like to see, Will. Because it makes me
Petty
believe that exactly. I'm finally
rubbing off on
after
me.
Yes.
several months. I'm rubbing off on you.
Congratulations. That's
That's how
because you're not
it's
sitting. Usually I could be the barrier in between, but now Vegas one is going to
Nah,
rub
dude.
all off on you, brother.
He's just
We're
getting
gonna mix it
all
up.
of the petty ooze.
gonna
and
get it all.
splashes over in this
It's going to get
Mix
all
it
of
up.
it. It's going to get all of it, man. Oh, my God.
All right, guys. So we've got like maybe 10 minutes or so left before we got to get out of here and clear the stage for the DNVR Nuggets crew, who,
Yes.
little tease, have some special guests coming by, I believe.
Flexing. All right. I like it.
With those final 10 minutes, I wanted to know what each of you have on your Vegas to-do list for the next 4 days while we're in town. What are things that you want to make sure that you do, accomplish, embarrass yourself doing?
I'm boring. Don't worry about it. I'm super boring. And Matt's going to hate this, but it was a vegan spot I saw that I wanted to try when I rolled up in here. And I can't wait to go there and try that joint out. Real talk. I can't wait. There it is. Ugh. Hat toast. I'm serious. Veggie Nation. Yeah. I saw it. I was like, you know what? I want to
I'll
try
go
this
with
out.
you.
Thank
I'll go
you,
with
man. I appreciate it, Will.
Anytime.
Thank you. So, yes, that's
I've
honestly.
officially been broken in. I've thrown my
I
first
want to
tap.
try it out. I'm also anxious to see you because we passed 4,000 followers, sir.
Yeah, we did.
On our CHGO Bulls
Thank you,
account.
Bulls Nation.
Thank you, Bulls Nation, for
Thank
that.
you.
And because we did
But
that,
also, how dare you?
because we did that, as promised, that young man over there who just tossed his hat has to eat something healthy on air in front of everyone. And I get to choose it. And I get to pick it out for him. See, he thought it was just going to be a piece of celery and he could be all right with it and just walk away. No. I got something for you. It's going to be good and you're going to like it. You're going to say you hate it, but you know you're going to like it.
Will you tell me before? I'm dying
Yes,
to know.
I will
Okay.
tell you before. Exactly.
I'm
man.
dying to know.
I will tell you before.
Can't be kale. No offense, kale. We love you, kale. Can't be kale.
It won't be kale.
You're
It
the
won't
only
be
kind of kale we like.
I just had a sandwich before you got here that
Uh-huh.
had lettuce, tomato, onion, green pepper on it.
That's wrapped in what? No. Finish it. Wrapped in what?
3 kinds of deli meat.
Thank you very much. Wait, kale, do you eat kale? No. Okay, all right, just checking. You know what I mean? That's the question. Your name's Kale, do you eat kale? You know what I mean? All right, just checking.
We have some advice from the comment section. Daddy
All right.
Fish saying, don't play pool with strangers. Solid advice. Charles asking, how many ways can you lose some cash or win some cash? You got to come into Vegas with
got some
optimism. I'm going to leave Vegas with more money than I arrived.
Do you guys want to hear about Dave's first time gambling?
Oh my gosh, yes. Will,
gotta tell-
please
you
regale
gotta tell
us
the-
about Big
the
Dave's
story of
first
your
gambling
first-
experience.
your first gambling
Okay, so
experience.
when I got here,
Literally right off the plane.
Will was like, hey, you want to play the slots and do something like that? I'm like, cool, all right, fine, let's do it. So we go up, and I'm like, I pull out my dollars, literally dollar, and I put the dollar in, And now nothing happens. And then I'm like, well, here's another $1. And then nothing happens. Then the lady has to come tell me what to do because I clearly don't know what I'm doing. And I'm thinking the
It
way
was in
it's set up,
75-cent increments.
Right, exactly.
So he had $2 and he couldn't play the
because, dude, I thought you got to press a button. And I really did. I was like, you put the money in. I was really looking forward to pressing the button and letting it spin.
Yeah.
No. You put the money in, then it spun and said you lost and get the hell out of here. That's what it did.
Welcome to
It was
Vegas.
a
Welcome to
perfect
Vegas.
introduction.
It was like, hey, dog, thank you for your money. Get the hell out of it. That's exactly how it went.
Yeah.
I'm real pressing the button like, how come it's not spinning?
Honestly, you could just get back on the plane and return home at that point. That's all you need to know about
Will
Vegas.
told the lady, he was like,
just
you do this a
picked,
lot.
a bad bundle of slot machines.
Isn't that all of them?
Well, no, there's plenty at the airport that are the button pressing kind.
There are?
I know for
Okay.
a fact.
Okay. Yes, I'm sure you do.
There
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah.
buttons on it that said spin. I thought that he was going to get to press the button.
Me too.
You did
I
not
was
get to
very
press
He
the
did
excited.
not get to press the
Dude,
button.
I was like a 6-year-old. I was pressing, yay, and nothing happened, man. But yeah, it just took my money and spun it for me. And,
All right.
and then it told me I lost,
So
obviously.
you get knocked off the horse, you get right back on.
No, man, no. I'm not a gambler, man. That's not my thing, bro. I'm
You're
not
hanging
a
out with me in
gambler, bro.
Vegas. You're a gambler this weekend.
I'm a guy watching you gamble this weekend. I don't know about actual gambling. I might put $50
Give me out
on
100,
something.
Dave. I'm good for it.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that
You just
moment when he
gotta-
turns
you
like,
gotta-
date.
You got to
Bro.
set an amount that you're ready to lose.
Yeah,
and just-
exactly.
Dang.
And then just do that.
Do you gamble too, though, right?
I gamble when I'm here.
Okay. That's a flex, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's a flex right there.
This is summer
One
league
time
bet.
per year.
One time per year. Do you have a specific spot to do it at, or does it matter?
The most fun I've ever had gambling was at the blackjack tables at the Link, which is a pretty shitty casino.
Oh,
I don't know why we ended up there, but we were there and it was a
Adam's
great
like,
time.
there's a story behind that too, right? Like, one of the shittiest
Why the
casinos
Link?
is
I'm not
Vegas.
The thing I'm most looking forward to though is walking through the hotel casinos at night, and it's just like every NBA coach and staff and like random players will be there, and you're just kind of like walking around, and it's a who's who, and you can just talk to anyone. It's pretty
And then y'all
amazing.
can cry together on the gambling and stuff like that. Yeah.
Exactly, or you can watch them gamble way more than you're comfortable spending.
Yeah, did that make you mad? Like seeing the players like, yeah, here's a couple thousand on this, and they just lose.
I'm
it,
like
it's
at the
nothing?
$5 tables. That's max.
Yeah.
What tables are you at?
It's like the back of the plane, the front of the plane story from The Last Dance. You know,
Okay,
when
yeah,
MJ
yeah,
and
yeah.
Scotty
Yes.
and Horace are playing like thousands of dollars a hand.
Yes.
And then like, Will Perdue and John Paxson are at the front of the plane
50
playing
cents.
like $1 a hand.
Right.
And
Yeah.
MJ was still like, yo, let me get in on this. Let me take your money.
I'm gonna take your quarters too. Right. Where are you? Like, I'm concerned about you. Yeah, I
Dude,
really am. I'm worried.
I am giving myself to the city of Vegas this weekend. Whatever happens, happens.
That is
I will,
never a good
I will-
thing.
I
Why
will
do you say
wander-
that like it's a good thing?
I will
You
gamble
gotta
when I
lean
want to
into
gamble.
it.
I'm going to jump in the pool when I want to jump in the pool. We'll
Gotta lean into it.
We're going to do some post-game shows on Friday and
Right,
on
right.
Sunday.
Mhm.
May or may not do like some crossover stuff with the rest of the All City crew on Saturday.
I'm all in on all of
Saturday,
that.
I'm scared of Saturday because the calendar
I'm scared
is
of you
light.
now, Adam.
The Saturday calendar that I have is light, and that means I can get in trouble.
And then
That's actually really what I'm
calling
most
me.
looking forward to is just watching.
Just
this.
watching it go, like seeing the
Watching
whole
the whole
Vegas
thing happen.
experience happen right here.
Hey, man, I'm also going to get really obnoxiously competitive about these All City Olympics that we're going to play.
Oh, okay. This dude is very competitive. I thought I was competitive. He's
His
extremely
favorite players
competitive.
are Joakim and Dennis Rodman, so you might be able to guess that.
Come on now. As if it weren't obvious.
This is true. I played ping
There's a
pong with
Rodman
him, man.
jersey that he brought.
Look, man.
There it is.
We're in Vegas. You got to bring several jerseys.
Yeah, is that what they say? You got to?
Yeah, it's like a rule.
Actually, he's right. I do got seven
Yeah,
jerseys.
There is a rule.
He's
There
right.
is a rule
He's
about
right.
that.
He is right. He is right about that. But no, I played ping pong with him, man. During the game, like when the Bulls were playing, they were
Oh, that
getting their ass
that
whooped.
was nothing.
And I played
I
ping.
think we got a table out here.
Dude, but I
Rematch.
wasn't sweating. I was like, okay, we about to do a show. I'm not about to get all sweaty. You know what I mean? Like, let me just play. This dude, Matt, comes about the shirt. Ugh, let's go, man. He's diving all over the place. And I'm like,
Dude,
he really believes
you know
this.
what's
This
bad?
is serious.
I recall that exact game of ping pong. I put my level of enthusiasm and competitiveness in that game at like a 3 on a scale of 10.
And that's saying something because he was sweaty.
I was
That was a sweaty mess.
That
when
just
we
means
finished.
I'm not in good shape, David. That's all that means.
No, you were jumping, almost running into walls. All right, man. Like, that was happening. I saw it. I was very concerned. Are we going to be able to do a show? We're going to have to go to the hospital because of ping pong. I'm concerned,
You
Matt.
play
You're good at
to
playing
win
host.
the game.
Playing a host, yes. Correct.
You can handle it.
That's true. He's right. You do play to win
If
the
there's
game.
an injury
Hello.
at some
Shout
point,
out Herm Edwards.
I'm glad you're on my team is all I'm saying.
Damn right.
I'm glad you're on
That's
my
what I'm saying.
team.
We're bringing home the gold.
Oh, I ain't going against you at all, bro.
And we're bringing home the gold because I am a competitive jackass.
Yeah, that's why. That's exactly why. What he said. Yeah.
First game of Pig at the All City House this afternoon.
Okay.
Winner.
He won?
Yeah.
Y'all let him win?
Yeah.
Y'all did?
Basically,
okay, you won.
mistake.
most of the credit
Yo.
goes Brandon because
Yo.
he was just breaking everything and went behind me every turn.
Yo,
So-
I just like how all the alibis came out immediately. Welcome to Matt Peck. This is who it's going to happen.
It is what it is.
Derek Jones Jr.
He told me I shoot like Derek Jones Jr.
Oh my God!
I was like,
man.
oh man.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Five for 29 behind
Yeah.
the 3-point line after the All-Star break.
And Matt's like, so I hit 5 of them.
Yeah.
You say? I didn't do that.
All right, that's it. We're out of time. We got to clear the set for the DNVR Nuggets crew. Watch their show because it'll be
Yes.
fun. Also, for you Chicago fans tuning in, go and watch the CHGO Blackhawks coverage of the NHL draft that's going on. Big news. Alex DeBrincat traded earlier today, and Blackhawks fans not too happy with the haul they got back. I looked at
That
it.
is breaking news.
I am not either.
That is
That
how you
is
do it.
breaking news.
That is
Counts as
breaking
breaking
The
news.
Blackhawks
bro.
traded an all-star
I got
caliber
it now.
player
I got it now.
and are sinking further into the abyss
You'll
of
get it,
rebuilding.
I'll get it.
I believe in you.
So check out that Blackhawks draft coverage. Check out DNVR Nuggets coming up next on their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow after the Bulls' first Summer League game.
We'll be here.
That's Big Dave. That's Will Peck. Shout out to Kale for running the controls behind the scenes.
Hey.
We're going to be here for a while, y'all.
Yeah.
And it's going to be dumb and fun. So stay
be
tuned.
afraid.
Until next
afraid.
time, see you, Red. Be good.